Hey guys, Brent Build Show. Excited to show you this house. It's about 8 weeks ago that we were here looking at it. It was still, I couldn't really see it all. A lot of cool details have come in. They're only about a month and a half before the homeowners take over. So I want to show it to you right before then. A lot of fun details. Come on. Okay, so we're at this southern Mediterranean house, right? Which means southern Spain, okay, southern Mediterranean area, and we've got this Moorish details going on here. Now, before, we hadn't built this wall, but this is the courtyard as it's kind of coming together. We've got a fountain there. You'll walk in through these gates, pretty stone around the outside. Pretty door. This entrance really wasn't here before, and so the entrance, you see this really strong sculptural detailing, right, where it kind of staggers down. The roof's now complete. It's called staggered and lifted. Okay, what that means is we've actually taken the tiles and we've actually looked like repairs where we've put mortar in between the tile, and the ends don't line up, so they're staggered and lifted. Meant to look like it's been repaired over time. So kind of a cool detail. Notice the stucco's now complete. We've got this beautiful cut stone in place that carries this Moorish detail, right? Carrying it around the window. So a mix of different elements and different details kind of brought together in this house. So the other thing that we're doing here is we're going to have a cobblestone drive, which they're preparing for now. It'll go around the outside, you'll go in here. But now you're starting to see some of the timber details as they're on the house that weren't there before. Over the windows, through this breezeway now. Here's where you see with the brackets and the other elements on there, we again are telling that story, right? The whole deal when you build a house like this is we're trying to create a narrative. We're trying to create a story of place, right? So that you come here and you go, oh, I know where I am. Or you remember, right? You remember how things were, or a place you visited. And so getting the details right, getting all the timber, getting the roof, getting the stucco, right? Getting the architectural elements right really makes a big difference. So I wanted to show you this detail under here. We've got this timbered roof, right? This timbered roof holding this up, but notice the purlins or battens as they run across there. Got a V-groove ceiling with these battens or purlins as they run across, supporting this roof, really showing off the structural details and elements. And you'll see a little bit of that again in the main family room, this kind of timber ceiling where we don't have a lot of trim, but the accents of the wood with the stucco really makes a big difference. Here's one of my favorite details. This is the stair that really wasn't there yet, and we've really kind of captured this element here as it lifts up over, and there's a balcony above that's really beautiful. I'll show you. So back here you're seeing some of the courtyard feel that's part of this Spanish story, right? That you've got these interesting little stairways that kind of go up to upper areas. You see the pavilions and loggias that are off here. These little rock walls, right, as they come out here, they spill into the backyard, really create a sense of place, right? Let me take you upstairs, then you'll really have a sense. So this is a real magical space up here, right? We've got this raised terrace. We're above the loggia. We've got this fireplace with the asymmetrical face, the green tile run around it. You're starting to see a lot of the architectural elements, right? You see the beams over the windows. You see that lifted roof that we were talking about earlier. Cut stone sills, steel windows, right? And look at this view, right? I mean, I was talking earlier in the last video about having a cocktail up here. I don't think I'd ever leave this area, right? This is really a beautiful space. You're looking north. Evenings out here should be pretty magical. And then you're also seeing this, that we'll see inside, this balcony and this railing, where you're seeing kind of the story of the house and the narrative of the house as it's grown and changed over time. But this is a special spot, one of my favorite in the house. So we're now on the back patio, and this is a real important access line right here because it looks out in the back. And when we built this house, we decided to frame these two trees here as framing your view off the back. So you come in the front door and you look right back here. beautiful loggia, got a fireplace in here, this beam ceiling, right? Really capturing the feel that we'll see more of inside. So come check this room out. So we're in this awesome family room, right? Which is a pretty cool space. The ceiling was about halfway done when you were here last time. And so now we've completed the ceiling. It's actually been finished. It's a natural colored oak, but we've got these beams that come down, these beautiful corbels that hold it in the middle. And I'm loving this lattice work detail, right? You really see the Moorish influence here. And look at this screen as it looks into this bar, right? Where we've got these sculpted edges and scalloped chamfers here with this screen that looks into this beautiful bar. So kind of a stunning space. And when you come around this way, this leads to the kitchen. There's a bar here, family and bedrooms back in this area, but here's that window we were looking at above, right? Here's that beautiful balcony railing, and as you walk in off the front door, you're seeing this, you'll see that view all the way out to the golf course, but then you also see this place here, and you're like, well, what is that? What's going on up there? I want to see what's happening up there. And you are led by this house into these beautiful spaces. And so, love how this room's come together. Let me show you the kitchen. So we've got these 4 screens that kind of open you into the different areas, right, that lead off this main room. But here's the kitchen, right? We've got a beautiful plaster fireplace here, which is this milky, beautiful stone here. Stunning kitchen, quarter sawn white oak cabinets. We've got this waterfall countertop here. What you're going to see here in the butler's pantry is all this stainless, right? And so we've incorporated not only wood cabinets, but we've incorporated stainless cabinets. So we'll have stainless countertops, and they work really great, right? These things function. They have slow closed drawers, but they're very hip and cool. It's kind of a fun detail to introduce into this house. Back here's a mud room, right? You've got this great bench here for putting your stuff down, putting your kids' backpacks underneath here. Got this stainless cabinets that kind of defines this area. And as you go through here where we've got an office for her, and then this kind of secondary area, we've got this book-matched marble facade, floating shelves, quarter sawn cabinets, leading into this awesome dining room. Now, in the dining room, what we did was we did that beautiful window with the Moorish detail around the outside at the top. You can just see a hint of it there through this window. But we've done this beautiful surround on the outside, and then Cashy Plaster, a local custom plaster company, did this ceiling for us. It's really pretty magical, right? And it creates a sense of place in here. Again, we're seeing some of the decorative plaster that would have been used in Spain and introducing it here. So, pretty sexy space. This leads out onto the courtyard, right? So now we're on the main doors there, dining room on one side, second bedroom on the other side, but a pretty special house with a lot of great detail. So details are really important with a house like this, right? So we've really tried to create a Southern Mediterranean house, which is a simple house. It's not a city house, right? And so the details that you end up putting in really can make a big difference. The shutters on the outside of these windows, the fact that we've got different styles of windows, where the wood window and a steel window, right? We've got a different story. The house has grown over time, has really changed over time. But you begin to see, as you see these angles and you see these additions that have grown over time, that the house begins to have all this character and all this feel, which is really what you're trying to capture on a house like this. So the cut stone, the shutters, the colors, right? That roof. Not a lot of materials, not a lot of change in materials, but certainly the right mix of materials, and that can make all the difference in the world. Look, if you want to follow some of these details and see us working them, not have to wait 8 weeks, follow me on Instagram, Home Millwork Whole Homes, also on Facebook. But you can see a lot of these details as we highlight them there, fun details that we think really make a big difference. I'm Brent Hull, thanks for watching.